a wee while since I did a post. It was before the Belfast Marathon, and Belfast was, well, a week and a half ago already. Yeah, so in the preview I said that I didn't think I was going to do very well, but I would still go along and I would take the start and get to the finish and use it for experience. But I wasn't expecting, to get a very good time because I hadn't actually done any preparation for the marathon. In fact, it was a bit ridiculous, having the goal to go along and even try to start the thing. And that's basically how it worked out. So you've probably seen the video of the marathon, so there's no point in going back through how it actually went. I didn't like the route at all. After the first 10k we had a constant uphill for 7 miles, which I thought was quite testing given that you were doing a marathon. And I thought you would get the benefit of that in the return. So this was heading north from Belfast, and I thought the return southwards towards Belfast you would get the benefit, but in fact all the elevation came off within probably a mile and a half, something like that, until you came down to the level of the sea, Belfast Loch. And from there it was a cycle track that ran with the sea on your left side and the motorway on your right hand side, and it seemed to be into the prevailing wind, which was blowing really heavily on marathon day, and my spirit was broken by that point. The 16-mile mark was just where you turned to come onto that cycle track, and I probably got a mile or a mile and a half down there before it was all over, really. Yeah, so not proud, but hey ho, it was useful experience. The first 16 miles was useful experience, so I'm really glad that I did it. Okay, so what have I done since then? I've been getting more despondent again. I wish I could be more positive. I think that a lot of these, in fact probably most of these blogs are quite negative, and am I a negative person? No, I don't think I am, because I've achieved quite a lot, and you can't achieve if you're not positive, but positive has to be tinged with a bit of realism. So I think I'm more a realist than somebody who's negative all the time. I recognise my limitations. I've been doing some shorter runs over the last week and a half, and in particular I did park run last Saturday, and I was quite shocked at my time. I couldn't get round 5k. I was walking on the 5k, and really quite upset. So Monday of this week I decided the way back is to concentrate on 5Ks for maybe a month and a half, until the end of June. Amsterdam isn't till October, so that gives me July, August, September to do the build up for that. But I think if I'm going to have any hope of getting a 4-hour finish, I need to be able to get a bit of pace, particularly in either the early stage or the later stage. So the plan is to do a 5k every day, maybe one day off in the week, and just gradually build up my pace. And I did that. Monday went out, and I was quite pleased with what I did. Tuesday, I must still have been a bit tired from the marathon, because doing one on the second day was a bit of a struggle. The third day was Wednesday, which was yesterday, and that was again a disaster. I was walking after 1 kilometre, and I just can't understand why that would be. it could be, still a bit of fatigue from the marathon, but from what I was doing, I can't see that there should be that much fatigue to get over. However, the good news is that tonight is Thursday, and I've gone and done my 4th 5k run, and although the time wasn't anything special, at least I managed to run the 5. In fact, the route that I took, it would have been about 5.5, and you can see I'm at the cricket club here at Falkland, so I put in an extra little bit to make it up to a 6k, and I did that fine. There was quite a steep climb halfway through that, and that went better than I dared hope. So I'm not sure why tonight should have gone so well when last night was a total disaster. Gosh, there's so much that amazes me about this I was going to say sport, but I'm too old to call it sport, this activity that we call running. Yeah, it's fascinating, frustrating, but fascinating. So there we are. Okay, so that's part 2 of the blog. Part 3 is what am I going to be doing this weekend, and I'm afraid to say I've entered a half marathon. So I'd entered this a long time ago. Yeah, it's a reasonably tough one, and it was in my mind just to pull my entry, give my entry to somebody else, I don't know, but I just couldn't see how I could possibly do a half marathon on Saturday. But speaking to some of my club mates last night, they said, well, you treat it like Belfast, it doesn't really matter how well you do, what your time is, just go and see how you get on. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do it, and just do that, see how we get on. I'm hoping I'll come in about 2.25 hours. Can beat that would be fine. I did 2.25 hours in Belfast for the first half, so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. So that's about it. So that's 2 days from now. I'm probably have a rest day tomorrow, and do this half on Saturday, and that will be recorded, and you'll see how I got on or how I failed to get on. So see you then.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure you get notifications of all new content.